Dark side of the Force allows someone deeply enough immersed in its energies and abilities that they have the advanced power of killing or inflicting extreme pain or injury on one of their enemies simply by looking upon them. However, this Force ability was exceptionally rare. In fact, this dark side ability was only ever mastered by one Sith Lord and was referred to as Deadly Sight. Deadly Sight was when a Sith Lord or Dark Jedi focused their dark energies outward through their very vision. By looking upon a victim and intensely sending their hatred and darkness towards them, it would actually begin to affect them on a physical level. At first, the victim would begin to feel uneasy, but not in any physical discomfort. Then they would be subjected to intense pain that would set in extremely quickly. After this, they would actually begin to smoke as the dark side of the Force poured into their unwilling bodies and begins to eat away at them, eroding away all that they were and are. After this, death would take the victim as the dark side of the Force literally tears them apart from within their own bodies. While extremely dangerous, Deadly Sight was not an ability any Darksider could achieve immediately, no matter their connection to the dark side. It has been theorized that the ability was so dangerous because it was like peering into the dark side of the Force itself, and it was because of this that the ability was capable of harming someone, because the practitioner of the power merely opened up a gate to the dark side through their own eyes. It has been stated before that the Force is only ever limited by the individual that is using it. What this means is that simply looking upon the dark side had the powers to kill someone. I theorize that when a Darksider did this, they were actually using their eyes to open up a gate to literally the dark side itself, and this is why it was potentially deadly. Deadly Sight took time to conjure and even occurred unintentionally at points when Sith or Darksiders have felt particularly connected to the dark side. The ability also took a huge toll on the wielder of the power, as it was extremely hard to tap into in the first place and almost entirely drained one's Force energy. The range of the power was perhaps one of its deadliest attributes, as well as the intensity of Deadly Sight. Unlike many Force powers, Deadly Sight cannot be aimed specifically at any one person. The Force ability affects all those the practitioner looks upon and can even take out groups of enemies at a single time, or groups of allies if the utilizer gazes upon them using the power. Whoever the utilizer looks upon is instantly affected by Deadly Sight. The most famous practitioner of the ability was the Sith apprentice Darth Maul, who used it unintentionally after being filled with a sense of rage unlike any before. Deadly Sight was considered as one of the rarest dark side abilities ever achieved by a Sith Lord. The ability had far more to do with one's natural affinity with the power rather than practice, as even highly knowledgeable and powerful Sith Lords like Darth Sidious have never been seen able to use the power. Apparently, the ability can also not be taught, it has to be inherited, and thus, this is why Sith like Maul can achieve it while Sith more powerful like Maul's own master, Sidious, are unable to. But that was the rare dark side ability known as Deadly Sight, and the only Force user in Darth Maul who has ever been able to use it. But what are your thoughts on this rare Force ability, and why do you think Maul was the only one that ever achieved it? Again, what are your thoughts on it being achieved unintentionally through battle, and it was something you actually couldn't teach yourself to do on command? May the Force be with you, and have a great day.